Alright, so I just wasted the last 4 hours. 4. Fixing my webcam that messed up. So it's 10 till 9 now, and I should be done with this video, but I'm not. So, still on number 2. I've never spent so long on one problem. And we're looking at 2B. How high is the cliff? If you look back at the scenario, it's talking about a dude kicking a rock off a cliff. So he's standing there, he kicks the rock, and the rock falls. The cliff is the y-axis. The ground, where the rock falls to, is going to be the x-axis. And you need that information for 2D when we get there. But when it asks you how high is the cliff, what it's asking for is the y-intercept. Now you should be able to tell me that since you have the equation. If you put a 0 in place of the x value, you get y equals negative 4.9 times 0 plus 620. So what is the height of the cliff where he kicks the rock? Yes, 620. Good. So number 2C. Find the height of the stone after 10 seconds. After 10 seconds is the same thing as continuing the table. The table only goes from 1 to 6. You need the table to go from 1 to 10. Or it's the same thing as adding 10 as an x value. The easiest way to do that is to, well, there's 2 ways to do that. You can take the equation, negative 4.9 t squared plus 620, and you can put a 10 in place of the t. It's probably the easiest way. There's another way, but we'll do it that way. So, follow along. Hopefully you have one of these. You need one of these. Get one of these. Alright. Type in the equation, negative 4.9, open parentheses, 10, close parentheses, plus 620, up. I forgot the square. Hopefully you caught me forgetting the square. If you arrow back, can you see that? To right after the 10, the close parentheses, and hit second insert. Then you can insert the caret, or to the power of, and then a 2. So now it says negative 4.9, open parentheses, 10, close parentheses, caret, or to the power of 2, plus 620. Hit enter, and you should get 130. That is the height of the stone after 10 seconds, 130 meters. Letter D. If you didn't follow that, just rewind. Letter D. When will the stone hit the ground? Well, if the height of the cliff was the intersect on the y-axis, then the ground, when the stone hits the ground, the time should be the x-intercept, because that's when the height of the stone is 0, which is on the ground. So the easiest way to do this is to put 0 in place of the y value and solve for x. Yes. Question myself for a second. So the equation will be 0 equals negative 4.9 x squared plus 620. pause and write that down so that you can kind of follow along with how we do this. Let me get some paper. Alright, so 0 equals negative 4.9 x squared plus 620. Subtract 620 from both sides. Now you should have negative 620 equals negative 4.9 x squared. What do you do now? Can't hear you. What? Oh. Divide both sides by negative 4.9. Very good. Stop whispering. Which cancels the negative 4.9 on the right, and then you take negative 620 divided by negative 4.9. Don't be distracted. Equals 126.531, rounding to the thousandths place, equals x squared. To find the value of x, what do you have to do to both sides? Don't be distracted. You have to square root both sides. So you type in second square. Yes.
Squeeze that behind.
Square root of 126.531 is yes, 11.25. So, the question was, when will the stone hit the ground? After 11.25 seconds. There you go. And hopefully you were amused.